The Supreme Court is hearing arguments today in a case that could completely reshape the internet.
Gonzalez versus Google addresses whether or not tech companies should be held legally liable for harmful content promoted by their algorithms. People waited in line outside of the Supreme Court earlier today to hear the arguments in this case. It stems from the November 2015 terror attack in Paris, when Islamic State extremists carried out a series of coordinated shootings and bombings across the city. 23-year-old California college student Noemi Gonzalez was one of 130 people killed in the attack. Her family contends YouTube, a subsidiary of Google, acted as a recruiting platform for ISIS by recommending content related to the terrorist group in violation of U.S. laws.
Joining us now is Jeff Kosseff. He is an associate professor in the cyber sciences department at the U.S. Naval Academy. Joseph, at stake in this case is Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. I have heard this term, Section 230, from parents whose children have been severely bullied and ended up harming themselves, even ending their lives. I've heard about it from people who've suffered because their children lost their lives buying drugs out of the internet. I've heard it in this terrorist context. Can you tell us what is Section 230?
So what Section 230 basically says is that if harmful, illegal, defamatory material is posted on the internet, the person who posted it will be legally responsible, but the platform where it was posted generally will not be legally responsible. So it shifts the burden from the platform to the poster.
It's an argument that on face makes sense. Google argues that Section 230 is essential to the services it provides because they say we're not posting that. Right. But and they do have an algorithm, though, that can amplify that can continue to push forward harmful content. So how does Google and others argue that they are not responsible for that part of their algorithm or their responsibility?
Well, so the argument, which is still going on right now at the Supreme Court, what Google is basically saying is that to operate any website, any online platform, you have to use an algorithm these days. You have to prioritize certain content, and that given the vast scale of content that users post, that holding it responsible if some of that content that it prioritizes causes harm would make it very difficult to be able to operate a search engine or a YouTube or a social media site because there's just so much user content, and it's just very difficult to know beforehand whether it's going to cause harm.
And let's say the court rules in favor of the Gonzalez family. How would that change what we see on the internet? And if you don't mind me asking, given the conservative-leaning court, do you have any assumptions as to how this will go?
So the argument today has been really all over the map. I think the justices are having a really hard time figuring out where to draw the line. Some of the justices really seem uncomfortable with how broad the lower courts have interpreted Section 230, so they want to draw a narrower line, but they also recognize that there are some practical difficulties in doing that. So they're really looking to the lawyers to help that. Now, in terms of what the impact could be, if they were to say, any targeted content, any personalized content is not covered by 230, then you'll probably see less personalization, and you'll see probably back to, if you remember, Facebook from the mid-2000s, where it's reverse chronological and nothing's prioritized. That would probably be what you'd see more of a shift to.
Or it's not dictating your likes and your purchases and your thinking.
All right, Jeff Kosseff, thank you.
Thanks so much.